And rolling. House party, house party. Oh, brother, what a week it's been, am I right? Wow, words fail me right now, and I guess that I'm just gonna say that that's okay. It really is difficult to express what it is that we're all going through. I had posted on Kind Effect's Instagram recently that I'm not going to tell you right now to cover up your feelings with gratitude if that's not something that feels right to you. And I'm also not going to address the way that you feel with any kind of at least statements. Just like you, I am majorly up and down and all over the place, just taking things like one day at a time. One of the things that's really helped me at this time is to keep reading feel-good stories about kindness and the things that people are doing for one another. So I did some research on ye old internet and I pulled up some of my favorite stories of kindness from this week that I am going to share with you right now. I'm going to put all these stories together into one blog post that you can find on the Kind Effect website. Let's dive into them, shall we? Okay, first up, I want to give a special shout out to some people in the Kind Effect community that have shared their own personal stories of kindness. Samantha Nevels Gilman. Hi, Samantha. She's been kind by putting a teddy bear in our window and encouraging others to do the same so that kids going on walks can go on a bear hunt. Next up, we have Mike Peterson. Thanks so much for being kind. He says, a cashier at the grocery store was singing happily, so I handed him $20 just because he was cheerful. You know, I haven't actually thought about tipping people at grocery stores, especially if they're in a good mood, but I think that's definitely a good way to share some kindness right now. Grace Foxwell Murdoch. Thanks, Grace, for being kind. She said, when I went through the grocery line, I bought the cashier a candy bar. So a lot of people are finding ways to be nice to the people at the grocery stores right now. They're working hard. We're all thankful that we can go to the grocery store and get most things, maybe not toilet paper, but most things, maybe even a smile. Shout out to Ron Moyer. Ron, you're the man. Ron said that he handmade a gift for a doctor. He shaped a heart for this doctor out of cypress wood, and he did it completely by hand without power tools. Cheryl Hoffman Spencer said, I'm doing nightly Facebook Live bedtime stories for my kindergartners, even on the weekends. Finally, the moment we've all waited for, and by all, I mean just me. I am so excited to share some stories of kindness that I read in the news this week. It's really surprising to feel as uplifted as I am right now because, as I said earlier, I've gone through some major ups and downs. I'm honestly just hoping that reading these stories or listening to me talk about them will give you an extra. All right, first up. This one made my heart sing. This first story is about a family that surprises the mom of the house with something special every day that she comes home from her nursing shift at the hospital. Oh, the story gave me all the feels. It brings me a lot of joy, at least, to think about all of the people in the world right now that are celebrating the medical staff that are dedicating their time to helping all of us out there get better. They are giving up time with their own families in order to care for us. So big round of applause for them. People are genius. From the memes that I've read to the creative things that they are doing to be kind. Here's a story about a guy who, I'm not kidding you, completed a half marathon on his own balcony. Can you imagine running back and forth on your small little balcony, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you've completed a half marathon? So big shout out to Sam Hustler, who ran this half marathon. He had originally planned to raise about $600 for charity and ended up raising $2,400. That's a 2 with a 4 and 2 zeros behind it. That's so, does that just make you feel good to hear about? Go Sam! This being kindness and reasons to smile and everything, of course we're gonna talk about pets. If the last couple of stories didn't do it for you, this one just might. I read the story about a golden retriever named Sundance, whose owner trained him to not only deliver groceries, but also retrieve mail for their neighbor. I'm pausing for a dramatic reaction here. Go Sundance, you're so kind. So adorable. Oh, you guys. This guy had seen a girl working out on a rooftop near his. He sent his drone over there with his phone number, like not knowing what was gonna happen. They ended up having like a rooftop dinner date with social distancing, of course, and I'm not sure what is gonna happen between the pair. I hope that they get married and this be like the COVID story of the century. But man, I think for love, we're all willing to go the distance, and this guy like literally did. Kudos to these two for not letting social distancing and the lockdown come between what could be a really great relationship and awesome love story. One last quick story about kindness. I read a story about a dad that felt sad because his daughter's trip to Disneyland unfortunately had to get canceled, but that didn't stop him from bringing joy to his kid. He actually made roller coaster rides at home. Of the many things that I'm looking forward to when we get past this together is spending sacred time with family and friends, doing stuff together, including maybe even going to Disneyland. My mom loves Disneyland, so for now, I guess it's just virtual roller coasters at home with spray bottles, but way to go, Dad, for helping your daughter out and getting to have at least a taste of Disney until things go back to normal. Moving on from kindness, one last thing that I really wanted to share was a couple of stories that made me straight cheese this week. Cheese. One of them that I can't stop watching over and over and over again is a Roomba dancing dog. Okay, no shame, but this Roomba dancing dog is cute times 5,000, which is a lot of cuteness, but he just looks so excited and he's like doing the things. Anyway, someone recently sent me a video about a cat's reaction to tinfoil. Have you seen this video yet? Where someone had put tinfoil up on a countertop and then the cat jumped up. I don't know what it is about this video that just freaking gets me. Oh, that's all I have for you this week. Remember that if you do come across any inspiring stories of kindness or even funny videos or things that made you smile, send them my way because I want to make sure that I can do some good by sharing those stories so they can get to the hands and the eyeballs of people who need a little pick-me-up this week. That's myself included, by the way. Don't forget that by choosing to isolate through this time and stay home, that you are actually doing something kind for your community. You're helping to contain this virus, and you're keeping yourself safe and well by staying home, even if you've watched everything on Netflix by now. Don't worry, I am bored also, but let's keep meditating on ways that we can pay forward the kindness to our family and our friends or people that we've met on social media. Keep up the connection and keep it real as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you can keep up to speed with certain things that I hope will bring you some more faith in humanity and uplift you at the same time. Otherwise, I will hopefully see you for next week on another kindness update. My name is Megan, and that is all for now. Bye!